If I roll a pair of dice right now in this room, you assume the outcome is random. You assume that the laws of physics stop at the edge of your skin. You believe that you are an isolated observer in a disconnected universe, watching events unfold that have nothing to do with you. This is the separation illusion, and it is the single biggest lie keeping you trapped in a limited reality. But what if I told you that in quantum mechanics, randomness as you know it does not exist? What if I told you that the space between you and the object you desire, whether it is a person, a sum of money, or a health outcome, is not empty? It is solid. It is a conductive medium. It is alive. And right now, you are ignoring the most powerful law in physics because you have accepted the optical illusion of distance. In 1935, Einstein, along with Boris Podolsky and Nathan Rosen, discovered something that terrified him. It violated everything he knew about the speed of light and the nature of causality. He found that two particles, once connected, remain connected forever, regardless of the distance between them. Change the spin of one particle in New York, and the other particle changes its spin in Tokyo, instantly, faster than light, without any physical signal traveling between them. He called it spooky action at a distance. Today, we call it quantum entanglement. Why does this matter to you? Why should you care about subatomic particles? Because you are made of particles. Your brain is made of particles. Your thoughts are energy. And if entanglement is the fundamental law of the universe, then separation is a lie. It means the person you are trying to attract, the money you are trying to earn, the reality you are trying to reach is already physically, energetically connected to you. You don't need to reach it. You don't need to shout across the void. You need to resonate with it. You need to pull the string that connects you. In this dossier, we are going to dismantle the illusion of distance. We are going to look at the physics of non-locality, the holographic universe, and the neuroscience of mirror neurons. And I am going to show you how to hack this connection to influence reality at a distance, not by wishing, but by entanglement. You are not alone in the room. You are the room.
Let's get the hard science out of the way so your logical mind can surrender and stop fighting this information. For decades, scientists thought Einstein was wrong. They couldn't accept that information could travel instantly across the universe. They thought there must be hidden variables, secret signals we just couldn't detect yet. But in 1964, an Irish physicist named John Bell created a mathematical theorem to test this. And in 2022, very recently, the Nobel Prize in Physics was awarded to Alain Aspect, John Clauser, and Anton Zeilinger, who finally proved Bell's theorem was correct beyond a shadow of a doubt. The verdict is in. The universe is non-local. Non-local means that an object is not defined by its location in space. Location is just a coordinate in the simulation. It is a rendering artifact. It is not fundamental reality. Two objects can be on opposite sides of the galaxy and still behave as a single system. Let that sink in. If the universe is non-local, then distance is just a variable in the code. It is not a barrier. When you think about a specific outcome, a job, a relationship, a healing, You usually think in terms of locality. It is over there, and I am over here. I need to bridge the gap. I need to travel. I need time. This thinking creates resistance. It validates the separation. It tells the universe, I am not there yet. But under the laws of entanglement, there is no gap. You and the object of your desire are part of the same wave function. You are entangled. The moment you observe it with intensity, you are not calling it to you. You are activating the thread that already connects you. The connection exists before the thought. The thought just illuminates the wire. You are tugging on a spider web that spans the cosmos.
To understand how you can influence reality without touching it, you must understand the holographic principle. Proposed by physicists like David Bohm and 𝗖𝗛𝗔𝗣𝗧𝗘𝗥𝗦, this theory suggests that the 3D world we see is merely a projection of 2D data stored on the edge of the universe. Think of a hologram film. If you take a photo of an apple and cut the photo in half, you get half an apple. But in a hologram, if you cut the film in half, you don't get half a picture. You get the whole picture in a smaller piece. The resolution might be lower, but the entire image is there. Every piece contains the whole. As above, so below. This is not just Hermetic philosophy, it is fractal geometry. You are a fragment of the hologram. This means you contain the data of the entire universe within your consciousness. You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the ocean in a drop. When you try to get something from the outside world, you are acting like a fragment. You are playing the NPC, non-player character. You are begging for scraps from a reality you think is bigger than you. But when you realize you contain the data of the thing you want, you become the operator. You don't need to go out to find the frequency of wealth. The code for wealth is already in your fractal. You just have to unzip the file. Manifestation is not attraction. It is data extraction. You are extracting the reality from within your own code and projecting it onto the screen of the world. The screen has no choice but to display what the projector sends.
So how do we activate this mechanism? How do we unzip the file? Your brain is not just a biological computer. It is a quantum field generator. Neurons contain microscopic structures called microtubules. Physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff proposed the Bell theory, suggesting that consciousness originates from quantum vibrations inside these microtubules. This means your thoughts are not just chemical reactions or electrical impulses firing in wet meat. They are quantum events. They collapse wave functions. When you focus on a thought, you are creating a coherence pattern in the field. If your focus is scattered, fear, doubt, distraction, scrolling social media, your pattern is incoherent. It is noise. It affects nothing. It is a weak signal that gets lost in the static. But if your focus is singular and intense, what the yogis call dharana, your pattern becomes a laser. A laser is just light that is perfectly synchronized. A standard 60-watt light bulb can barely light a room. A 60-watt laser can burn through steel. Same energy, different coherence. Most people live their lives as light bulbs, scattering their energy in every direction, worrying about the past, fearing the future, judging others. To hack reality, you must become a laser. You must entangle your mind with a single outcome so completely that the universe has no choice but to conform to the pattern. This isn't about wishing hard, it's about organizing your photons.
Here is the hardest pill to swallow, the one that triggers the ego. If entanglement is true, then other people do not exist as independent entities from you. This sounds like solipsism, but stay with me. In the simulation, other people appear separate. They have their own bodies, their own lives, their own free will. But on the quantum level, we are all ripples in the same field. We are all entangled. When you judge someone, you are entangling with that quality in yourself. When you fear someone, you are feeding energy into that version of them. You are collapsing their wave function into the enemy state. Have you ever noticed that when you change your opinion of someone deeply, when you truly forgive them or release them from your mind, they suddenly change their behavior towards you? Or they disappear from your life completely? You didn't say a word to them. You didn't send an email, but the entanglement shifted. You changed the spin of your particle, self, and their particle, other, had to flip to maintain the balance. This is remote influence. You don't need to manipulate people. You don't need to convince them. You don't need to argue with them. You just need to shift your side of the entanglement. The mirror must reflect the new image. It has no free will to do otherwise. The reflection cannot smile if the object is frowning.
Let's revisit the famous thought experiment, Schrödinger's cat. A cat is in a box with a radioactive mechanism that has a 50% chance of killing it. Until you open the box and observe it, the cat is both dead and alive. It is in a superposition of states. Your life is that box. Your bank account is that box. Your relationship status is that box. Until you observe it with a definitive belief, it exists in a state of flux. It is fluid. Most people open the box every morning and look for problems. They expect the cat to be dead. They expect the lack. They scan for danger. And by observing the lack, they collapse the wave function into lack. They kill the cat every single day with their own expectation. You are collapsing your own reality into limitation through your habitual observation. To change the reality, you must observe the outcome before you open the box. You must know the cat is alive. You must know the money is there. You must know the love is real. This is not faking it. This is pre-observation. You are setting the parameters for the collapse before the simulation renders the scene. You are telling the code what to display.
We established that your brain is a quantum generator. But what controls the frequency of that generator? It is not your conscious analytical thought. It is your operating system, your subconscious. Think of your conscious mind as the screen of your computer. Think of your subconscious as the hard drive running the background code, the BIOS. You can change the wallpaper on the screen, positive thinking, vision boards, but if the hard drive is infected with a virus,
a limiting belief, the system will crash every time you try to run a high-performance program like wealth or love. Your subconscious is the antenna. It is broadcasting a signal 24/7, even while you sleep. If your deep programming says, "I am unworthy," or "money is evil," you are entangling with realities that confirm that unworthiness. You are quantum locking yourself into a timeline of struggle. Most people try to change the signal by shouting at the screen, affirmations. This is useless. To hack reality, you must access the root directory. You must rewrite the code in the theta state, the brainwave state where the conscious filter is down. You don't need to heal the past endlessly. You need to overwrite the data. Delete the old file, upload the new script.
This programming goes even deeper than your childhood. It goes to your DNA. The field of epigenetics shows that trauma can be passed down through generations. Researchers found that mice conditioned to fear a specific smell passed that fear to their grandchildren, mice who had never smelled it before. You might be carrying poverty consciousness or fear of visibility that isn't even yours. It might belong to your grandfather who lived through a war or a depression. This is ancestral entanglement. You are entangled with the history of your lineage. But here is the good news. You are the one who can break the chain. When you shift your consciousness, you are not just healing yourself. You are sending a signal backward in time, retrocausality, and forward in time. You are clearing the timeline. You are the system admin for your genetic line. You have the authority to revoke the old contracts.
Now we move to the protocol, the practical application. This is how you consciously entangle with a future probability instead of an ancestral past. We call this the collapse protocol. Phase 1, the signal interruption, pattern break. You cannot connect to a new reality while you are loop playing the old one. You must break the pattern. Throughout the day, catch yourself on autopilot. Are you worrying? Are you replaying an old argument? Are you doom scrolling? Say mentally, cut signal. Visualize a pair of golden scissors cutting a thick red wire connecting you to that thought. Stop the momentum of the old entanglement. Silence the static. Create a void. Phase 2, the target selection, coordinates. Define exactly what you want to entangle with. Not, I want more money. That is vague data. The universe cannot process it. Be precise. I am entangling with the version of me who earns $10,000 a month. This sets the GPS coordinate in the multiverse. Phase 3, the frequency lock, emotional charge. This is where the laser analogy comes in. You need coherence. Sit in silence, close your eyes. Bring the feeling of that reality into your body. Not just the visual, the visceral. How does your stomach feel? How does your breath move? Is your spine straight?
generate the emotion of relief or certainty. This emotion is the carrier wave that transmits the data. Hold this state for 68 seconds. This is the tipping point. Hawkins calls it phase locking. If you can hold pure thought without contradiction for 68 seconds, the manifestation begins to physically form.
Once you have locked the frequency, you must trust the mechanics of entanglement. You do not need to send the signal. The signal is non-local. It is already there. The moment you shift your internal state, the external particle, the money, the person, must shift. It is Bell's theorem. It is law. But here is the trap, the lag. Physical reality is dense. It takes time for the atoms to rearrange. During this delay, you will see the old reality persist for a while. It is like an echo. Do not panic. Do not say, "It didn't work." If you acknowledge the old reality as true, you re-entangle with it, you lock it back in. You must treat the current 3D world as old data, like the afterimage of a bright light when you close your eyes. It is fading, it is dead. Keep your eyes on the new signal. Ignore the dead pixels.
Here is a shortcut to accelerate the process. A cheat code. Your brain contains mirror neurons. These neurons fire when you perform an action and when you observe someone else performing it. To the brain, there is no difference between doing and watching. If you want success, do not just envy successful people. Do not hate them. Study them. Watch them. Listen to them. Let your mirror neurons copy their frequency. By observing them without judgment, you are literally downloading their quantum state into your own nervous system. You are entangling with their timeline. This is how you copy-paste success. Surround yourself with the evidence of what you want. Saturate your senses. Hack your own biology to believe you are already there. Your brain will start building the neural pathways of a millionaire before you have the million.
Ultimately, all of this leads to one realization. There is no out there. There is only in here. The universe is a zero-point field of infinite potential. You are the aperture through which the field experiences itself. When you stop chasing, you stop validating separation. When you stop waiting, you collapse time. The state of I am is the ultimate entanglement. I am wealth. I am health. I am power. Not I will be. I am. This command bypasses time and space. It claims the reality now. It is the password that unlocks the system.
Everything you believe about separation is a lie. The distance is a lie. The time is a lie. You are not a tiny human fighting a big universe. You are the system. You are the code, the programmer, and the screen. The dice are not random. You are loading the dice with your vibration every second. The world is not happening to you. It is responding to you. Stop begging for scraps from a reality you created. Take the controls. Rewrite the code. Entangle with the victory. It is not coming. It is here. The only thing separating you from it is the belief that you are separate. Drop the illusion. Collapse the wave. Subscribe to the laboratory. Hack the matrix. Welcome to Quantum Core.